I'm Object Blue, and I'm a musician. I make dance music mostly, and I'm playing at Club Monokel tonight for Ustanova. I think it's something men and like straight people think about us a lot. Like I remember, I think it was '96 or something, but the Rolling Stones had a cover of Björk, PJ Harvey and Tori Amos, and they asked them the same question, saying, do you feel competitive with each other? And they were like, no, we don't even make the same music, you know, like there are so many bands out there that sound exactly the same, but you know, like you don't see like AC/DC fighting with like Aerosmith, you know. On Monokel and Tiffany, like firstly I'm really glad I got invited to play at a gay club. It's always like my favorite. I just played Dalston Superstore, and yeah, it's just really nice not playing to a completely straight crowd. I feel at home. And it's incredible to me that they are in like an autonomous region and they don't pay rent and to a private landlord or to the state, and they just pay expenses. Like that could never happen in London, because I don't know many clubs that stayed open for longer than 15 years, like at this point, because the rent is so high that everyone has to keep moving. You know, important clubs get shut down, and like for example, Heaven was the first club in London to play house music, but right now if you go to Heaven on a night out, you're not really going to hear like deep house or anything. It's going to be very commercial, because in order to stay in that venue they have to make a lot of money and they want to cater to a bigger demographic. So when I saw that this, you know, community completely takes place in this autonomous squat, and it's like really creativity centered, not, you know, like profit centered, I think that's amazing, and I think that's something I wish like London could do. I'm just a nerd. I just really love sounds, and I've always loved to dance, and I honestly just make what I find beautiful or moving. Like people always say, oh, your music is so weird, it's so dark, but I've never thought that. To me, it's like the most interesting or moving stuff is what I try to collect in my music. Yeah, and I love rave culture. I didn't really grow up with it, but I really love it now, and so if I can make a room full of people dance, then that's like my dream come true. I have no idea what people can expect from my talk today, because I don't know what they're going to ask me. I was told that it was going to be a relaxing discussion, so I hope that's the case. Like I've always been interested in I've always read a lot. I've always been really opinionated and vocal, and I mean, I don't think I had great politics until maybe like 3 years ago, because we're all stupid when we're teens. I also think it's quite dangerous to treat artists as like the best thinkers of our times. You know, I don't really. I think it's like politics being diluted with celebrity culture. Like the reason why I'm vocal about politics is literally just because I can't keep my mouth shut, and then like I grew up fighting with people on internet forums, so when like, you know, like for example, like I had a lot of Zionists send me hate mail, and I'm just always like yeah, like I'll fight you, but you know, like I don't do it because I believe like celebrity culture should, not that I'm a celebrity, I will never be one, but I also like I got asked to speak for a magazine about my stance on BDS and why I believe in it, and I was like, why are you asking me that when like so many experts and academics and activists are ready to hear, you know, ready to hear this question and answer it themselves? Like I'm not going to, like the most I'm going to do is link to those activists who can put it a lot better than I can and who spent their whole lives dedicating to it. Like I'm just a musician, you know, like I really appreciate that people think my input is worthwhile, and I do think I have worthwhile inputs, but yeah, I also don't really believe in like cultural figures being like spokespeople for politics. Not that I think politicians should be spokespeople for politics either. I think politicians are terrible people. Sorry to ramble on. But with my talk, I'm happy to talk about music. I'm happy to talk about politics. But you should never let artists lie to you. Is my point. With my set, I'm playing the same material that I played at Berlin Tono a couple weeks ago. I'm quite happy with that set. I'm playing 2:30 to 3:30, so I want it to be really heavy and really percussive. Every time I play a set, it never sounds the same because I have the same materials on my laptop, but when and how I play each element is completely up to me. Like it's half improvisation. I've prepared some stuff, but yeah, and I like feeding off the energy of the dance floor, and yeah, I'm really excited.